So morning loves, just coming onto your mats however you want to. Seated, lying down, whatever feels right. And just noticing how you're feeling today. It is a lovely sunny day and that always puts a smile on my face. Even if other things are going out of sync, the sun always makes me grin. So as you sit or lie there, just having a few moments to check in with yourself, scan through. We might kind of know where we've got a few aches and pains and tightness, but sometimes it's not until we really look through that you might notice something has just dissipated or gone, or that something else has just sort of popped up. And being aware of whatever you need to be gentle with today, observing Satya and Ahimsa. So just taking some deep breaths, allowing the shoulders to settle, trying to release some of the muscles that we always hold in our face. And just checking the nature of your breath. Does it feel easy to breathe today, or is there something that's labouring it a little? Just sort of fine-tuning our awareness of ourselves. And then also having a moment to ground yourself, sending your energetic roots down. And as we do this, we can always sort of have that moment of gratitude, sinking the roots into the earth, maybe opening up through our channel, up into the heavens, and just feeling grateful. So as you breathe, allow everything to soften a little bit more. Every out-breath is that opportunity to let go. And then when you're ready, if you're lying down, just draw your knees in now. Bring them in for a little hug and a rock. If you're already seated, just take whatever little movement feels right for you, and we'll come into Zazen, seated meditation. Excuse me. We'll come into a practice with a mantra today. I think we did this recently, but the So hum is really lovely. If you have got mala beads, little chain of them, then you can use these as well with a little mantra that you go through. And you can use these with any of our practices really in the breath. You don't have to have them. It's just if they were handy, then you can grab them. So today we'll go through the So hum. So as we breathe in, we'll say So in our mind and hum on the exhale. And if you notice the sound of the breath, it sounds like So hum. It means I am that. And as we repeat it, I am that I am, I am that I am. It's a really lovely mantra for really accepting yourself and loving yourself. So I'll put the timer on for 5 minutes, whether we get to the end of the mala beads, but you can just thumb through them, So and then hum, So and then hum, if you want to. Otherwise, just stick with the mantra in your mind and relaxing into the breath. So let's just close our eyes. Get comfortable, take a breath, and then we'll begin. So, hum, So, hum. And work it with the breath, the inhale and the exhale. So, hum. Carrying on. Try not to rush your breath, really enjoy the length of it. If your mind wanders off, just come back to your mantra. As you sit there breathing, just listen to the sound of your breath saying so and hum. Staying with the mantra. And then just when you're ready, we can blink our eyes open. Took me a little bit longer than the 5 minutes just to go through the mala chain, the 108 beads in a mala chain. You might have finished before me or after me, but it's quite nice to know that actually just going round one loop of that is a nice sort of time to meditate, sort of 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, lovely. So we're going to come into butterfly, first pose. Nice gentle hip opener this morning. If you want to pad underneath, and also the other thing that I do with some of my yogis is that if you just don't feel like you want to feel it through the hips today, you can use a bolster and come into a bit more of a restorative butterfly. And this really is lovely and relieving on your lower back. So it just allows you, you can try it. You might not want to stay in this pose, but you can try this one and just let everything soften. It's really nice, and it's a lovely restful pose. And you can really just enjoy that deep stretch in that lower spine. You don't have to stay there. You can come into the normal butterfly if you want to. It's your practice, so you can choose what feels best today. In whichever pose you do choose, just beginning to relax. Notice where you might feel a little bit achy. And just checking in with your breath. After a while, you might notice your breath just becomes really shallow. Just seeing if you can deepen it, be more conscious. Relaxing shoulders. As you do this, you might find that your back changes ever so slightly. So lovely for your liver and your kidneys. And your gallbladder, if you're feeling it a lot more on the outside of your body today, around the hips, that's enhancing gallbladder energy. Noticing any emotions that come up for you. They are an expression of our chi, not necessarily good or bad, just allow them to flow. Just being in your body. So we'll take one more breath. Gently coming up. If you tried both versions of butterfly, which one did you like most? They both kind of hit a different area in the body. So different days you might find you'll want the prop or not. It's always nice to use it. Gently coming down. So what do you feel? What can you let go of? How long does it take to relax the back and spine? And just following your chi movements. Really keep breathing to relax more. Do you notice anything new? Anything that feels a bit more refreshing or spacious in your body? And if you need to just gently rock the spine or wag your tail, then just gentle movements, if that is comfortable. Okay, let's draw our knees in. Right one, then left one. We'll come into a twist, so twisted roots. Roll up and grab yourself a cushion. I also am going to use a little blanket for the opposite shoulder. And then sometimes after a while you can pull the props away, but it's just good to start with them. So lying back, we'll come towards the right side first. So knees bent, left leg crosses over your right. If that's comfortable. If not, you can just simply let both legs go to the side and then we'll come over. Every time I come into this pose, it feels different. And you'll need different support and padding each time, perhaps. If you're a little bit uncomfortable lying on your side, another cushion or blanket under the hip will feel good. Take a nice deep breath and a sigh. Let everything try to soften. Initially, we hold our legs quite tight, and there's that sort of tension on the inner thighs. Just see if you can let the legs slide a little, find their place. Let everything relax. Calf muscles, around the ankles. So unclenching the buttocks and the little bit of tightness in the lower back if you notice this. And then keep coming back to whether you're tense on the inner thighs. When you feel like everything is let go, just come to the breath. Check in through your neck and the shoulders. So what goes through your mind in this moment? Where is your consciousness? The beauty of this yin, slow, quiet practice is it gives us some mental space to really connect with who we are. There's no distractions, we can't numb ourselves here. We feel. And it's that journey of revealing ourselves, unpeeling the layers that we have probably put there throughout life. Keep looking for anywhere else you can relax, exploring why you might still be tense. One more breath here. And then gently coming out of your twist nice and slowly so that we don't aggravate anything. Lifting your body, placing yourself down. And then keeping your props handy, we'll use them the other side. Let's just take a few moments. So just again, shuffle your body, find neutral spine. And a deep breath, eyes closed for a moment, and just enjoy whatever you feel. What do you feel physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually in this moment? And so as everything just fades away, we'll hug our knees in for a moment. It might feel good just to rock gently on the back, ease anything that does feel tight. And then we'll come into the other side. So again, just putting your cushions or props wherever you need them. And we'll come over to the left. Right leg crosses over. And then we'll gently come into this twist. Again, use whatever props you need. I'm definitely using one for my shoulder as well. Make sure you're comfortable under your hip. And then just starting to find your pose. It always takes a few moments for me, so don't worry if you're fidgeting a little bit. It's better to fidget, get the right place, and then you can just let go. So relaxing legs, inner thighs especially, and then also that lower back and perhaps the sides of your waist. It takes a few breaths to really feel the softening. And then also just allowing your head to be placed in a position where you're not tense in the neck. Which side feels better? If at any point you need to come out of the pose because it doesn't feel right or it's twinging something, please do. So if you're feeling a little bit depleted today, try and imagine that this pose is a beautiful one for charging you up, wringing out the toxins, but activating the solar plexus. Keep looking for areas to relax. There's always somewhere. As you let your face soften, or your jaw, for instance, you just might notice that somewhere else in your body just, I don't know, softens again into the mat. Enjoy your breath. And just following your breath for a few more moments. Just noticing the parts of the body that really move when you breathe. And then we'll just take one more together here. And slowly coming out. Slow motion, really feeling everything that you feel. Just remove all parts of the body. And then coming down. What do you feel? Where do you feel it? And you probably can feel that lovely coolness in certain spots in your body. Being curious as to which poses create all the different sensations that you feel afterwards. So gently, let's take the knees in, one at a time, right one, left one. I'll have a gentle rock here. Rolling up We're going to come into swan next, two-sided pose, which is lovely for all of the meridians in our legs. But I also like swan because you get a nice little sort of gentle curve in different directions through your spine. So we'll start with the right knee bent and the left leg extended behind. So as we start in this upright pose, we can enjoy a nice little curve into the lumbar, just a gentle curve into our spine, nothing intense. And just taking a few moments to get used to this pose. If this aggravates the knee, you can come into reverse pigeon, where you lie on your back and thread the needle. And as and when you're ready, if you want to stay up on your arms, you can do for a while. Otherwise, you can come down. You can use a block for your head or the bolster for your head, whatever feels right. Every time you move into a different position, just try and relax. Relax the belly. Let the breath be nice and easy, not tight. Softening through the sides of your waist. And just enjoying that lovely deep stretch in the buttock and thigh. Sometimes the harder poses or the more challenging poses in yin, they teach us tolerance, staying with something which reflects in our daily life, that tolerance we can take for other things. It's like building a mental muscle. So breathing deeply. If you want to come down lower, you stretch the arms out, you can do. Again, just let everything relax again. Notice if the belly is tight. Check in with your shoulders, whether they are relaxed. How is it feeling now after we've been here a few minutes? Sometimes there is that sort of feeling of like a pleasure from the deep stretch, like you feel like you've needed it for a while. Just notice what comes up for you. Hips can be so linked with our emotions and moving forward in life, fear of the future. So one more breath. Gently coming up. really nice and slowly, because we're in such a deep compression with this pose, it's really nice to move slowly out, feeling the spine as you lift up. Take your time just to swing yourself around into Shavasana. And that lovely, lovely feeling as we release the right leg. That really is wonderful for your spleen and your stomach channels as well. So following your sensations, obviously the physical sensations, the blood flow is now, released, it's easier, but also your chi flow. Inner thighs, perhaps lower belly. So enjoying some relaxing breaths here. In this pose, in this restful pose after swan, notice how your spine feels. Whether it's quite comfortable and relieved. So we'll hug our knees in again. Enjoy a little rock. Even if you want to roll in a few small circles as well. There's no rush. And then we'll gently come up and into the other side. So left knee is bent. And then the left foot just in front of the right leg. I always use this little cushion just to support the left buttock, stop it rolling to the side so that the hips are nice and squarely forward. So starting upright, if that feels good. It just starts to allow you to relax. You can relax the belly here. When we come down, there is that tendency to tense a little. Strengthening on the arms and wrists for a little while. And then any time you want to, coming down. Try and relax the abdomen. So just take a kind of a mental note of how it feels as you first come into this pose. Any areas of, slight discomfort maybe. And then we'll check in again after 5 minutes. Again, keep releasing the abdominal muscles. Let the breath be deep and open. And relaxing your neck and your shoulders.
Just challenging yourself if you want to come lower down a little bit. You don't have to stretch the arms, but you can compress the body more. What do you feel when you're here? Is there a inner contentment? Do you enjoy spending this time with yourself? Enjoying your thoughts and revelations that come to mind. So we'll take one more breath. And gently lifting up again, as always. Enjoy coming out slowly. Feeling everything. Keep your cushion handy. We're going to come into bench for our last pose, but we'll just come down for a few moments. And again, just feel whatever you feel, whether there's a similar feeling from that you got the other side, or if there's some real differences. And again, where's the chi feelings, that cold or tingling warmth in the body? Just lying here and enjoying being you. And then gently draw knees in. Feeling whatever you feel. You might still feel some sort of remnants of that last pose through your body. It will ease. And then rolling up, grabbing your cushion. Let's come into bench. A nice relaxing pose to end. And then if you have got a blanket handy, if you used one earlier, you can pop it over you while you're here. It's always nice to feel a little bit cozy as we do these poses. So because we're going to be curving more into the thoracic part of the spine, just taking that cushion slightly further away from you, and then we'll lie down. Just check in with wherever you've got your cushion if you do need support for the neck. And a rolled towel or a little block is perfect sort of size there. Even if you use the same cushion every time and it's pretty much in the same place, you might always feel slightly different through the neck, and whatever may radiate out, whatever sensations you feel. So an easy one to try and relax into. but still there's usually some tension throughout the body. Just following your lovely, deep, gentle breaths. If you want to, you can come back into your mind, into the so hum. How do you feel? Is this a pose you could stay in for longer? Just keep following your breath, being in the moment. Even if thoughts do come and go, just try and stay predominantly with your breath and your body. Even some of these poses can be quite meditative. So we'll just take one more breath here. Slowly lifting your head first, pulling out the cushion. Let's just have a few breaths as we lie down. And again, just find a comfortable neutral spine. Noticing all sensations. And then when you're ready, let's come into relaxation. So if you want to stay lying down, you can do, get more comfortable. If you prefer seated, just have a rock and then come up. Go with what just feels right today. Just getting warm, comfortable.
So I'm going to take an angel card. Recently we've been having ones that are fairly similar, and out of all of these 44 cards in the pack, it's quite interesting when we get, oh, there's a load that have fallen out. I like to trust the idea that whatever little message comes through to all of us is one that's just needed to be heard today. And even if it is the same one weeks apart, it can sometimes mean something else. So I'm going to just take one with my eyes closed as always and just see what comes out. Life is so changing, isn't it? So one little message associated with one thing and a similar thing another time can help hopefully be reassuring. This one is Azure. So whatever's going on in your life at the moment, I'll read this one to you. Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. Yes, you will receive your wish. However, divine timing means that patience and positive visualization are needed right now. Ask me to help buoy your faith so that you don't slip into negativity. You can speed up the process of answered prayers by having more faith in their inevitability. Conversely, doubts or worries about how your prayers will be answered will slow them down. Remember that the how of answered prayers is up to the divine wisdom of the Creator. Although you may feel urgency or even panic about your prayers, please trust that we angels are working non-stop behind the scenes to help you. Keep surrendering and releasing these worries and fears to the God and the angels. The more that you can stay centered in faith, the more easily we can assist you. Lovely little card, very similar to some other ones we've had recently. The essence being to trust and let go, and remaining in a positive vibration will just allow divine timing to bring what is meant for you. Great believer that what is due to be in your life will never pass you by. Just having some quiet time to ponder. so gently. Taking a few deep breaths. And just taking that little message with you today, just trust. Don't worry about the how, just trust that all will be well. So just beginning now, just to move gently the body, fingers, toes, roll the head. How do you feel in yourself? It's nice to think about how you started your practice, how you're ending your practice, what feels good, which pose helped. So looking forward to your day ahead. Looking forward to the little joyful things you'll see and the beauty. And then when you're ready, have a nice stretch. Bring the knees in, have a rock. Even if you've got things ahead of you today you don't want to do, there's always some joyful bits in it. So rolling up to seated, have a moment just to settle again. Again, just take the opportunity to reground your energetic roots into the earth, into Gaia. And then we can bring our hands to heart center. That union, Om Shanti, Namaste.